Greetings. If you missed SonRise Bible study this morning, I'm going to provide to you the questions and answers that we went over as a class. Okay, our first question that went over as a class after reading to our spirit the first verse in chapter 6 of First Timothy is, how are Paul's words to slaves in 6:1 relevant to employees today? And our summary to that one is as follows. In the hustle and bustle of today's globalized workforce, a verse from the Apostle Paul's letter to Timothy resonates surprisingly well. Let all who are under the yoke of slavery count their masters as worthy of full respect, so that the name of God and our doctrine may not be blasphemed. In 1 Timothy 6:1, written for a vastly different world, filled with literal slaves and masters, can this ancient wisdom offer guidance to modern day employees navigating the complex dance of workplace relationships? Absolutely, yes. I'm going to provide to you 5 points. First point, parallels between then and now. While the term slavery might seem inapplicable, consider the modern employee's reality. We're bound by contracts, deadlines, and the expectations of bosses who hold us significant power over our livelihoods. Our masters may not own us, but their authority shapes our daily lives and sense of self-worth. Similarly, the yoke metaphor speaks to the responsibility and burden carried by both slaves and modern workers. Relevance for global employees. Respect with boundaries. Paul's call for full respect transcends power dynamics. It's about acknowledging the value inherent in every individual, regardless of their position. This is crucial in today's diverse workplaces, where respecting cultural differences and treating colleagues with dignity are key to fostering collaborative and inclusive environments. However, respect doesn't imply blind obedience. Employees have the right to fair treatment, safe working conditions, and ethical practices. This respect needs to flow both ways, with employees treating their employers with integrity and professionalism. Next point, faith's role in work ethics. Paul's emphasis on not blaspheming the name of God reminds us that our work serves a higher purpose. Our conduct reflects not just ourselves, but also on the values we hold dear. For many, faith plays a powerful role in shaping their work ethic. It motivates them to be honest, dedicated, and compassionate, qualities that benefit both themselves and their employers. Conversely, unethical behavior can tarnish not only one's reputation, but also the image of their faith community. Next point, navigating power dynamics. Today's globalized workplaces involve complex power structures with corporations, managers, and individual employees all vying for influence. Paul's words urge us to navigate these dynamics with both humility and assertiveness. We can respect hierarchy while advocating for ourselves and others. We can speak up against injustice while maintaining professionalism. Ultimately, finding a balance between submission and resistance requires deep personal values and a clear understanding of one's rights and responsibilities. Last point, beyond the individual. The application of Paul of 1 Timothy 6:1 extends beyond the individual employee. Fair wages, safe working conditions, and opportunities for growth benefit both employees and employers. Fostering a culture of mutual respect and understanding can lead to improved productivity, collaboration, and overall well-being. Furthermore, ethical and responsible business practices align with many religious principles, making faith a driving force for positive change in the global workforce. In conclusion, 1 Timothy 6:1 resonates deeply with modern day employees across the globe. It's a call for respect, integrity, and ethical conduct within the complex power dynamics of work. By applying its wisdom, we can navigate the challenges of the modern workplace while remaining true to our values and contributing to a more just and responsible global economy. All right. And our next and final question, after we read it to our spirit, 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 2, was, what do you think Paul would say to Christian employers? Okay. And our summary on that one is as follows. 5 points. Okay. In the whirlwind of emails, deadlines, and meetings that define work for many modern Christians, a verse from Paul's letter to Timothy stands as a beacon of ethical guidance. Those who have believing masters must not be disrespectful on the ground that they are brothers. Rather, they must serve all the better, since those who benefit from their service are believers and beloved. 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 2. But let's not shift the lens and reimagine this verse as a message to Christian employers themselves, addressing the unique challenges and responsibilities they face in today's complex workplaces. 5 points. First point, beyond respect, a tapestry of love and service. Paul's doesn't merely call for respect from employees toward Christian employers. He urges a deeper commitment. Serve all the better. This isn't about blind deference to authority, but about recognizing the shared bond of faith and the opportunity to serve God through one's leadership. Christian employers are called to create workplaces where employees feel not just respected, but valued, nurtured, and empowered to flourish. Point 2, embracing the beloved within each employee. This verse reminds us that our employees are not just workers, but fellow believers, beloved by God. This shift in perspective necessitates an empathetic leadership style. It demands seeing beyond performance metrics and into the hearts and struggles of those under our wing. It means understanding that work is not just about generating profit, but also about contributing to the holistic well-being of every individual. Point 3, stewardship over ownership. Christian employers are not simply bosses, but stewards entrusted with the care of those beloved individuals. This responsibility extends beyond wages and benefits to fostering a workplace culture rooted in compassion, fairness, and integrity. It means building an environment where employees feel safe to voice concerns, where open communication flourishes, and where ethical practices are paramount. And our next point, leading by example, embodying Christian values. Paul's message is not a one-way street. It's a call to reciprocal leadership. Christian employees are called to embody the values they espouse. This means practicing humility, treating others with dignity, and acting with integrity in all interactions. The way we lead speaks volumes about the faith we claim, and our actions become a powerful testimony to the world around us. Fifth and final point, cultivating a community of faith in the workplace. While respecting the separation of church and state, Christian employees can weave threads of faith into the fabric of their workplaces. This might involve offering opportunities for reflection or prayer, encouraging acts of service and kindness, or simply demonstrating compassion and understanding in everyday interactions. By fostering a sense of community where faith finds expression, employers can enrich the lives of their employees and create a work environment that resonates with their shared values. In conclusion, Paul's words in 1 Timothy 6:2 offer more than a dusty relic from antiquity. They are a timely message for Christian employers in today's world, urging them to move beyond transactional relationships and embrace a leadership style rooted in love, service, and the recognition of our shared humanity under God. By embracing these principles, Christian employers can create workplaces that are not just profitable but also transformative, enriching the lives of those they lead and offering a shining example of faith in action. Source on that is watermark.org blog, 5 characteristics of a godly worker. Okay, that was the last question. All right, next class is this Thursday morning at 6 a.m. Looking forward to seeing you there. Be blessed. Deacon Eric High.